should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the... and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But, you mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? That has to be the same. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharva then.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you, all right. Take a look around.
Are you...
Core of 30! We are an elite brigade that commands the
outcast? An outcast from... But why wouldn't the Doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still...
You're on track...
Following orders.
A new punching bag.
Tuck! Whirling snow! Embrace the ice!
Take that! Take that!
Take flight! Rain outlines your fate.
I'll burn!
I let my guard down. Body and mouth. No, my sword! Whirling snow! Witness the power of Gugwa! Higher, higher, hands on fire! My apologies! Whirling snow!
Where do you think you're going?
Kamisato art! Soretsu! Take flight! It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
Verdict
Whirling snow!
no more tricks. Dress up, you slave!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Take that!
Take flight!
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like? Yeah. But this doctor guy seems like, going up against smart people.
I'll have to grab a drink with Flame May when I'm back in the city.
The rainforest is the Oh, it's the traffic. Holly! It's nice.
To be honest, as a result, Master Tainari...
Oh, Kale. Speaking of Tainari, did he...
Oh, Master Tainari? You just...
He left? What?
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made... to leave in some... Master... I know that before he became a forest watch...
A research base, huh? Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Don't worry.
Got it. Will do. See you later.
Mushrooms do I need to sell? I can buy a proper down.
A blade.
you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touch of...
Actually, it's very smart of the traveler to be wary of me right now. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened, even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential...
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust.
Well, we understand that point.
When you left, I was still in the middle. Instead, he did some... Luckily, I managed...
What a relief.
I gave away my true identity when... Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then, how do we stop him? He's still at the academia, so it's possible he already started messing... Ugh. It feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being #2 of the Fatui.
We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try to find another way to attack this problem.
Actually, Nahida...
Yes, I have. You didn't come here.
We're looking for a...
Okay.
Traveler?
Ah! It's Hypatia!
Ah, what a pleasant surprise.
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest.
That's right, we're old friends.
Hypatia? You're... Wait, no. Did you already...
My consciousness.
You did it? Congratulations!
It's when my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah,
That sounds incredible!
oh, all right. Remember? I promised to help you, and my current self has not only gained...
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want...
Hold on. I brought some spirit-born...
We're...
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll have...
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate. and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladier's memories? But how is he connected to the divine consciousness?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Alas, if only that which beats within my chest wasn't a...
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no Purna life, but rather...
Ah! You! Why are you so mean to me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Apasia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I already lost my mind?
Wait, something...
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no.
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure. After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped? Wait, then where is
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in the doctor has found a way to trap my conscious, but even in a moonless night, a shower of stars.
Oh no! Nahida's was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense! Since even in a moonless night, Paimon knows the moon... Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh, but she isn't with us.
Paimon, you said
Your guess is correct, but
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated, I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we...
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body? What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's...
Tighnari, did you leave?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her... If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of lesser, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. But then, what is the connection between...
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over...
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom...
Thanks, Tighnari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better. We finally made it to Caravan... So, just past this... Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this...
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh, Haytham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the... Where did she go? How did we lose him?
More Eremite mercenaries?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al-Haytham. You know, last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia?
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia. However, had I wished to turn you over to the
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, and these days, you're more... not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still invested. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually... Which brings me back to you. And the leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became... To have that kind of reaction, I think...
Al-Haytham, you really have a ridiculous...
So that's your answer. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the divine knowledge. No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own.
That's right! We have the same plan as you! But we don't really have any...
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so...
It's always better to travel with someone you know.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else.
Sino. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia.
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more...
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist.
Seemed to me more like your own personal...
Who is...
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Hatham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time.
Has Al-Hatham done something wrong? Hyman doesn't think he's as...
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Hatham, take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escaped...
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your... Have you been given a mission that... If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and
I should have known you'd be difficult to...
You two! Ugh! What you...
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone... You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, the...
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and... Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality, but how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so...
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have...
Someone's calling for us!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Gee.
All right, stop.
Well, this is... Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru village.
Our savior! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's...
There's no need to thank me.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister.
All right. Now that we're all... As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from... And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely... So please, have an honest and... If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sands.
Oh,
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
wait, that was...
I have nothing to hide. So there's no shame in While all Hatham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious... Rather, I've chosen to...
Huh?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an... I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But I soon found that I began to realize that, unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the power of the General Mahamatra is granted by...
So they really are...
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the Academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the Academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra... Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the Academia, I overheard a conversation. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde...
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your
Yes. I was indeed tasked with...
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment...
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a... So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather... Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for...
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Or... So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile...
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the You were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before... After all, curiosity often proves to be the most...
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you... Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the...
Fine. Although you haven't completely...
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see. And now you, Dia. I believe.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about, my situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunya's I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru Village for... But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument.
Is that all? Well,
that's more like it.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry.
Creatures?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training?
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as...
The wind's died down. Candace still isn't back yet, though.
When you put it that way, even I'm...
Candace, you're still fighting?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves.
Ah! Here comes another...
Leave this round up.
It's been quite a...
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
My apologies! No, my sword! Sakura swirl!
Yeah! Start over!
Burn!
Whirling snow! Whirling snow! Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Yeah!
The creature stopped appearing.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of this.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been.
I can't say they've always been common, but recently, besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an
Another of... So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and...
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take... speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper?
Village keeper? Who are they?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village... Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyche.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. But no one in the village has ever seen them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past.
The Matra are the ones responsible.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty...
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? But, is it really a good idea?
I'll be grateful for the assistance. Let's start by finding a spot to... Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essential. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title, the academia has long exiled mad scholars. When mad scholars first arrived, initially, the people of Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, despite the powerful tremors that ripped. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with
A soft green light? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still...
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then!
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone. So, what do you make of the story? Really?
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord...
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendroarch, the academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less... In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she...
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put...
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we...
That look in your eyes. How can this be? To think. Our arc...
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use, but easier said than done.
Excuse me, are you here to help?
Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak.
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take...
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around... I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was.
Whoa. Hatham wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino...
Sorry, I was only listening.
All right. But...